This is a global electric vehicle brand with high performance in collaboration with Volvo and Geely.
The manufacturing facilities and sort of economies of scale that we share being part of the broader Geely group.
Adhering to design concept of sustainable environmental protection, can Polestar point the direction for the industry and lead the future of electric vehicles?
Which is hugely challenging and complex.
Next, the conversation between iAsk leaders and Nathan Forshaw, president of Polestar China and the Asia Pacific, continues.
Well, thank you for inviting me. And
thank you, Gloria, for coming.
This is in Shanghai. Which part of Shanghai is it?
This is in Jing'an. So this is the Polestar space in Jing'an. I guess what you can see here is our Polestar Precept. I don't know if you've heard of our Polestar Precept. We revealed this at the Beijing Auto Show last year. And this, the reason we came up with the word precept is precept means it's really a statement of the future. This car is going into production, so we've announced that.
Right.
So you can see the sort of the signature features like the Thor's hammer headlights, which of course originally came from Volvo, but where you see the difference with how that will transform into Polestar's design language.
In September 2020, Polestar announced that Polestar Precept will begin mass production in China. Polestar hopes that people can feel the changes of automobile industry, which exactly shows Polestar's core concept of sustainable development.
Volvo acquired Polestar in July of 2015. And part of that was wanting to create a new brand. That was sort of part of the role of Polestar, was to sort of be a brand that almost pushes the boundaries and things, like does something new. And that's sort of in a way where the Polestar name comes from. It's a the North Star, the guiding star that sort of sets a direction. And that allows us, being our own brand, an independent brand, to do things. And that's part of our mission statement, to say, pushing it forward through, we say, pure progressive performance.
In Nathan Forshaw's view, Polestar's mission is to become a new brand of original vehicles. Saying goodbye to ordinary is Polestar's mission statement.
China has announced that by 2030 they want to reach peak carbon emissions, which is hugely important in the sense that China making a statement like that means that, I think, that means a lot of industries will gear towards making those changes in order to reach that peak carbon emission. So from an EV standpoint, I think we'll continue to see then that shift into electrification, or the demand from consumers into electrification. And manufacturers, of course, are gearing towards that now.
The production base in Chengdu of Polestar is the first domestic automobile factory to obtain LEED Gold certification from the Global Green Building Evaluation System. The factory equipment is 100% driven by renewable energy, which makes it one of the most environmentally friendly automobile factories in China.
This is definitely an ideal car for environmentalists, because I know the Polestar Zero plan would reduce carbon emissions by changing the way cars are manufactured rather than offsetting carbon dioxide by planting trees.
Right.
That's very cool.
Right.
How can you make that happen? By making the car, changing the way of making cars?
It's a combination, not just changing the way the cars are made, but also the way cars are designed. But we need to trace that, because you can't reach carbon neutrality without transparency. Transparency is very important. That's why we're very open with things like our life cycle assessment, but we need to be able to trace that. Right?
Trace it.
And the way in which we do that, in this case, particular case with batteries, is using blockchain. So Circular is our provider there, so we can trace everything throughout the entire supply chain. So we give that sort of confidence that it is as it should be.
The brand development path of Polestar indicates that the sustainable development advocated by Polestar is a beautiful blueprint based on realistic planning. In the communication with Nathan Forshaw, I saw his confidence in the reform of the new energy automobile industry.
I'm Nathan Forshaw, and I believe that electric vehicles are the path towards climate neutrality.
Thank you for watching iAsk Leaders, influencing the world with Chinese innovation.